It is hard trying to inspire the blind to see. But we will. The bylaws. The bylaws. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws. It takes a special breed of person to recognize greatness as something other than themselves.
Bridget Butler, CEO of Butler Family Daycare, chairwoman of Heat Lion Foundation. So now that you're retiring from daycare, just tell some of the benefits of being a daycare provider.
The benefits are to me is the joy of the children, actually, because I just love kids, and
Right.
so I like to see them happy. I don't know what's going on in that household. Most of the time they go, it's doing pretty well, but I enjoy children.
Right.
You have to enjoy children in order to do daycare.
So what's one of the, I'm saying, what do you teach kids? Like when you first get them, what be some of the, things that you notice about kids that you have to teach them?
I teach them, I think, more of discipline. It's a discipline thing, because some don't have it. Where I've had parents that come and say, I can't take them to the store. So when I take them to the store, they cut up. So I personally teach discipline. In the morning, I have a schedule for them. In the morning when they come in, they know what they're supposed to do. And then after that, we have an agenda. It's kind of like a school.
Right.
So I just teach them. Like, we may learn songs. We may learn some alphabets and numbers and colors. I don't cram it down their throat. We just do it every day continually, and they'll learn something. So I teach them that, and we do songs and we do dances. And we'll watch some TV. I'm not gonna say I don't watch TV, because we do watch some TV, educational TV and stuff like that. Or we'll talk. We come outside and play. Different things like that. And it's probably with discipline or with not getting along. I teach them how to do that, and I teach them. I say, you know better than that, And I just like to teach them. And a lot of times, sometimes we're going on trips to the store. And I intentionally go do trips to the store with them so I can see how they act.
Right.
I'm teaching them how to act in the store instead of just. Some do, but some don't. Some parents don't take them to the store because of it. But I believe our children need discipline, especially our black children, because it starts at home, and it's like daycare is their home as well.
Home training.
It's right. It's their home because it's a home away from home. Half the time they stay more at the daycare home than they do at home. So.
Right. So how many years you been doing daycare?
Oh my goodness! I started daycare in 2020.
2020.
2020. My daughter, she's 20 years old now.
2020.
2020.
It is 2020.
I know, my lord. 2000.
Okay, in 2000.
2000. I started in 2000 and I tell you, 2001 in June.
Okay.
June of 2001.
So what do it take for a person to become a daycare provider? Like what kind of qualifications?
You talk about with the state?
Right.
Oh, you got they do a vigorous thing like they do background checks on you. Make sure you're not a criminal or anything like that. Make sure you don't have a record or anything like that. And there's a lot of paperwork you have to do. You have to make sure your home is up to code, and make sure you have the right equipment in the house for the children. And the sockets, they have to be covered. Like cabinets and stuff like that, they have to be locked at the bottom because they don't want to get into anything that's poison. And then also knives and stuff have to be locked up in the drawer. Different things like that.
So you don't have to have any kind of schooling to be a daycare provider?
Well, it's on training, ongoing training. They always have training. It's up to me as the worker to look and find it. Basically, they send it to you on email and stuff, and you may have to go to Niles, South Bend, Ben Harbor, wherever. And this thing, you need a certain amount of credit hours.
Okay.
So when it's time to renew your license again, you have to have those credit hours.
So a lot of people, is daycare down? A lot of people not going into the field of daycare or getting out of the field of daycare. You retiring right now.
I see. I don't know. It looked like a lot of them are not going, not getting into it as much. It really is a demand for it because so many young people need daycare providers.
Right. Because daycare is essential in parenting, period.
Right.
Especially if you a single mother, you have to work.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's hard for you to actually do some home training when you is not at home.
Right.
So daycare provider is definitely important. We're gonna be putting out a couple books under the Butler Family Daycare. We're gonna be putting out books that's essential to the daycare system, trying to encourage young people to become daycare providers. Like, you should want to even become a daycare provider before you're a mother, because a mother is a true daycare provider. This is my mother, so she raised me before she started raising other people's kids. That's like a training ground. Your own children.
You have to potty train people's kids. Once they start potty training, you finish it there. You finish it. They start feeding at your house half the time, most of the time at your house. Kids like to be around other kids.
Right.
It helps them with socialization, with discipline, and learning how to get along with others. And communicating with others.
Sharing and all that kind of right. So how important, one more last thing, how important it is to actually, because daycare is important, but I wanted to know the watching part. Because a lot of parents don't, watch their kids, watch their children, the thought of it. But daycare provider is actually somebody who sets something up for your children while they're there at that time, and they actually paying attention and monitoring. Right. Things a lot of parents really don't have time for. But I do really want to push the importance of daycare providers, especially to mothers. Before you having a child, you want to know what it takes to actually, raise these children. A lot of people having children, and you leaving them at home by themselves. You doing things that you don't even know no better.
Mm-hmm. You have to have eye on because kids are fast. No, kids are fast. They get in something before you know it. You turn your head for a moment and boom, they in it. So you have to be right here with them.
Right. Perfect. That's perfect, man.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Benton. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Heaven. You like you scared. How old are you? How old are you? Say two. Say two.
Look at your cake. Look at your cake.
You got cake.
It is hard trying to inspire the blind to see. But we will. The bylaws. The bylaws. The bylaws. Yes. The bylaws. It takes a special breed of person to recognize greatness as something other than themselves. I devote myself to being that person. To you, the bylaws. Act 2. It takes a special breed of person to stand up for something they believe in. I devote myself to being that person.
So basically, this is the Heat Lion Foundation. So within the Heat Lion Foundation, we all practice group economics. Meaning we put a certain amount of money together each month in order to create other businesses like daycare centers, bookstores, real estate, and other ventures. This particular is called Different Cloth. So we got a clothing company called Different Cloth Customs. We make custom jackets for artists, independent artists. If they want to do videos, you want custom unique apparel in your videos. We doing with stones, these Slovakian crystals on here. We do furs, a lot of exotics and stuff like that. So this right here, this our more line. So with our more line, you got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is man, woman, and child. So we teach our children the supreme mathematics: knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, power, equality, God, build. It's different levels to what we teach our young people, and we incorporate that into all of our designs as well. So it's about teaching the young people everything that we know. These are just some of the pieces. This the bark, I call this the cartoon dance. So this the Louis Vuitton with the leopard. You got Mickey Mouse dancing, Bart Simpson dancing on the hood with the leopard, and you got Bugs Bunny dancing. So that's this concept. This one right here on the line is polygamy. So we believe in, anybody who you unite with sexually or otherwise to have children with, that's a queen. You should take care of the people who you actually, sleeping with. If you have a baby, you want to take care of these people. Now, it goes to how do you, feel about the people who you deal with. So everyone we deal with is queens. If you have a child by, anyone that's a Moor, she's a queen. And it's rights to being a queen. So we call all our children the new Moors. So, they learn this stuff from birth. From birth, they get a piece of property, and it take 18 years for them, 13 years. In 13 years, they know how to pass the GED test at 13. That'd be our goal. In order for them to, next 5 years, we focus on trades. Hard trades, auto mechanics, electrician, plumbing, not for money. Now, we also do boxing. We got a boxing program. So this, our line, on the boxing line, this Carissa Shields, a Michigan boxer. She the champion. So this a custom piece for her. Custom Louis. We got a few other pieces. So this is what we teach the young people. Screen printing, embroidery, heat press, sewing, and things of that nature. This the one, this for Floyd. This a tribute to Roger Mayweather. Roger Mayweather taught Floyd. He was his trainer. His uncle took over for his father when his father had went to prison and trained Floyd. So Floyd always wore custom Gucci Dapper Dan whenever he boxed. So we got the custom Gucci gloves, Floyd, with the WBC belt. All of this gonna be stoned out. And of course, Floyd is the king of boxing. We got pants, we do jeans as well. This is all custom. Custom artwork, etc. So like I said, with the Heat Line Foundation, our motto is that's our Be Diva line. Beautiful, divine, intelligent, virtuous, ambitious women. So that's what we push to our sisters, to our queens out here. And of course, our goal is BBG, to build better generations. In this room, this is our nursery. So we basically do like a baby salon. So here, like say if you drop your child off for 2 hours, they're gonna get their hair done, then they're gonna be watched, they're gonna learn certain things. This is some of the books we write. Morehouse Publishing, we publish books as well, novels and children books, all the curriculum that we teach our children. Not just our children, but like I said, my mother do daycare and foster care as well. So anyone who comes into the compound, this is the nursery. Right here, this is our food, which we got the concession trailer and the jumper, and we take that places. So most things that we do, we have a full plan on everything that we're doing, so we actually able to acquire different assets over the years based on what we're doing in the long-term goal. And that's the point. That's More Family Foods LLC, and that's the point of group economic generational wealth successorship. This is a chalkboard wall. So every 3 months we have young artists come in and do a different lion. Leadership is ours now. So Heat is hip hop elevating advanced thought. Lion is leadership is ours now. So basically it's time for the hip hop generation, the youth, to learn something greater in order for them to, take greater strides in this world, just like what you're doing. We teach videography and we want it to be serious. So when you at a young age, you can actually edit videos, make music, make mini series. You can make these things yourself. It don't stay just because your age don't stop you from running the business. You may not be able to get a job at 13, but you can definitely run a business at 13 years old doing graphics.
Man, what's this right here?
This right here is our red light, green light. This is our hot dog shop. So what we do is, as you can see, we do hot dogs, milkshakes, and stuff like that. We run a candy store.
Okay.
So everything is custom. Everything is a fundraiser, and it's to teach the young people entrepreneurship, to grow up, learning how to do, run your own business, learn skills, have fun in a business setting. So this right here, see, I came from Grand Rapids. I was in Grand Rapids. I was an author. So we did a lot of stuff in Grand Rapids, but we didn't own the property. So when we came to Ben Harbor, we wanted to buy out, buy a block and then develop it, over time. So we've been here for like 4 years. And, our timetable is based on the children. So my oldest is 3 years old. So I got 15 years on my youngest, 14 years after that, and 13 for my other.
The bylaws.